I think that over the years, we can all agree that the Real Housewives of Atlanta has given us so many iconic moments.
I'm married now!
Oh, wait, yeah, okay. Okay, do we get to like say his real name? Do we have to keep saying baby? Call him baby.
And that's all thanks to Bravo being there to capture everything happening in real time. Even still, there have always been so many binge-worthy moments that Bravo just downright refused to film, and that has always pissed me off.
This is a problem for me.
It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video. And today, let's talk about some of the juiciest Real Housewives of Atlanta storylines that never made it to our TV screens before we talk about how it's actually still not too late for Bravo to make it right. There is no way on God's green earth that I could even think about doing a special about Real Housewives of Atlanta storylines that Bravo dropped the ball on without talking about the Emmy-winning, highest-rated season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta that never was. Yes, till this day, y'all, I still feel like fans of the show have never forgiven Bravo for the ultimate betrayal that we felt when they did not bring Phaedra Parks back for the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 10.
I feel like we were robbed of getting a Kandi and Phaedra conversation.
I do too. Now, I've always said that.
I feel like
I felt that was very unfair to the viewers.
And I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna stand on this hill.
Me too.
And because we did not see Phaedra and Kandi deal with the aftermath, it ruined the show.
Don't mess with the boss, cause you might get fired.
Now, saying that Bravo's decision to ease off of the Kandi and Phaedra drama and them refusing to do whatever it took to get the two of them to sit down and talk through their beef in front of the Bravo cameras completely ruined the show is more than a little bit of a stretch, babe. And it's so over the top and dramatic as hell and borderline delusional to even think that. And it's such a crazy thing to say out loud. But that's exactly what I'm saying.
As a producer, I feel like at the end of the day, to your point, if she can forgive Porsha, why can't, and we got a chance to see that.
That's right.
We should have saw that with Phaedra.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta has never been the same ever since, and honestly, it'll never be the same again. Because after 4 years of trying so hard to get us to fall in love with this exact cast of girls, it all led to this explosive storyline that truly captivated all of us and had us on the edge of our seats, ready to see how they could even possibly try to pick up the pieces and move forward. But instead, we got the door slammed in our faces.
I'm not liking that. I know you're back for another season. I know some people are not. Are you happy that it's been reported that Phaedra will not be returning? Or is she? Is she coming back?
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Do you want a disposal or do you want a funeral? I know.
And the worst part for me, low-key, was the fact that we were gaslit into thinking that we were bad people for wanting what they know we wanted to see.
And it's been years. They could have, she didn't have to be a regular on the show. They should have sat down.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know.
It would have been the highest rated season and it may have been Emmy nominated.
And I 1000% agree with Nene on this. We the viewers definitely deserve to have had front row seats to watch Kandi and Phaedra try and navigate through their relationship after everything went down, irregardless of how it all would have turned out. On one hand, it would have been really nice to see Kandi and Phaedra have a really tough conversation, even if they walked away having to agree to disagree while they repaired their friendship in front of the Bravo cameras for season 10. Hey, Kandi. Guess I'm tardy. I'm not really tripping on that, honestly, but I'm gonna just get right to it. Why you got this girl out here saying all this crazy mess about me and my husband, and you know none of it's true? Girl, everybody knows I never said you were gonna rap the girl. Child, I said you were gonna rap about her, you know? Bruh, Phaedra, stop lying. I wasn't gonna speak on it, but now let me play this damn voicemail. Oh.
I tell you one thing. You put your hand on that girl, I'm gonna drag your up and down the damn street like you walk a damn rag. That's what the hell you would. Put your hands on that girl. You won't go down hell.
Oh, wow. Or, honestly, they could have really just fought. You think you're the only one with the Mama Joyce voicemail?
I don't know nothing about that lifestyle. Whatever y'all got going on, because that's not me.
So, Kandi, how do you explain that? That is not my mama. Yes, it is. Girl, you sitting over there looking like a geriatric cheetah girl. Ho and pop off then. You know what? Hell no. See, look, Phaedra. That is so crazy and dramatic. I know, but I'm just saying, after season 9, we literally would have taken anything but this.
This season on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Do I know?
Maybe.
What?
Who's calling from? An inmate at a federal prison.
What is it about him?
He's a con artist.
I hope he don't con her out of Chateau Charade.
Okay, wait. That actually was kind of good, but I still would have rather have had Phaedra.
I don't know. In my mind.
Honestly, the story has changed over time so much. Initially with Andy Cohen essentially confirming Phaedra's Real Housewives of Atlanta exit on the red carpet.
Question that we look at now with Phaedra is how, when the reunion ended, none of the other women wanted to have anything to do with her.
Letting the press know that the Atlanta Housewives had basically iced Phaedra Parks out.
So that's what you have to look at. How do you shoot a show about a group of friends when no one is speaking to one of the friends?
Over time, we started to see everyone kind of forgive Phaedra and, in their own way, sort of move past everything that had happened. But Kandi Burruss remained adamant about the fact that she wanted nothing to do with Phaedra again and again.
They were like, Kandi say she ain't coming back if she come back. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I'm not.
What?
Yeah, I'm not. We don't need to work together anymore.
Literally in every interview, Kandi's story never changed. She stood on business every single time.
How long are you going to be on Real Housewives, you think?
I said as long as they rocking with me, I'm going to rock with them.
What if they brought Phaedra back? Would you still be on the show?
No.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I'll let her do her thing. When they decide to do that, then, let her do her thing.
Okay, you'll be like, okay, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Nice knowing y'all.
When all of this hit the fan, I was really, really close to Kandi, so I saw firsthand how devastated she was and how hard it was for her to move past this situation with Phaedra. And I can definitely empathize with Kandi a lot because these allegations were honestly very, very serious, and I've never denied that. However, at the same time, it's just been so long, y'all, and with everything that has been happening lately with the show and how the ratings have allegedly tanked over the years, I really am shocked and honestly disappointed that Kandi never really folded and agreed to compromise in any sort of a way for the good of the show.
God damn! God damn!
And when Kandi ultimately decided to walk away from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I just knew that Bravo would use this time to finally test our theory that a Phaedra Parks return might just be exactly what the show has been missing. Especially since Andy's excitement with having Apollo on the Married to Medicine reunion this year shows that the network still recognizes that he and Phaedra's story still remains virtually untold.
Last I saw you, you were in front of that garage, and it was no good.
Oh my God, corny, lame, boo, tomato, I'm throwing tomato.
Now that Kandi Burruss has officially left the Real Housewives of Atlanta, does that mean that we need to finally let it go? Honestly, y'all, I remember when Porsha left the show, I kind of gave up a little bit on wanting Phaedra Parks back because I feel like if you really think about it, the girls that mattered enough to even have the conversation that we deserve to have had or seen them had years ago, they've all kind of just slowly fallen off. Like, what sense would it have made for Phaedra to come back and have this conversation with Kandi in front of Juiciest, Sonya, Marlo, Courtney, and a bunch of other girls that had nothing to do with the whole scandal, right?
Oh.
I mean, personally, I honestly, I'll take whatever because I'm still that invested, but I get why some of y'all might be over it. Yes, it's definitely starting to feel like we're getting to the point where it's just a little bit too late to ever get what we've been wanting from Kandi and Phaedra, but if Bravo does decide to bring Phaedra back this season and Kandi just so happens to want her peach back in the future, I don't care if it's season 25, I want to see at least a Watch What Happens Live special or something.
The funny thing is, they tried to get me to do Traitors, and I didn't do it. When I saw who was on it, I was kind of glad I did.
What she did was unacceptable, and I will not tolerate it at all.
Like, oh, yeah, God knew what he was doing.
Never thought I had it in me to fight cancer. Now, I'm gonna beat cancer's ass.
Thankfully, we have not ever had to experience what it feels like to learn about the passing of one of our beloved Atlanta housewives yet, but when Nene Leakes lost her husband Gregg back in 2021, I think that we all felt that hurt.
Listen, oh my God. I know, but listen, nobody, okay, Nene, listen, knows that. That's so bad. I know.
Unfortunately, this news did not come as much of a surprise after a video leaked earlier that weekend that pretty much confirmed that Gregg's fight to beat cancer had taken a turn for the worse.
You see my son, give us a lot of love, okay? My husband is transitioning to the other side, so please give us some respect, give us some love, okay? That's what we ask you to do. You see my son right here, he's hurting, I'm hurting. We walk in here because we have to walk in here. Because we have this business. But my husband is losing his life in this very moment.
Shortly after, Nene Leakes posted this image sharing to her Instagram that her heart is broken, leaving fans devastated, all while joining together in prayer.
I think it's better to pray.
Let them know, Gregg.
Honk the horn, baby.
Toot, toot, toot. Yeah. Gregg Leakes in the house.
Now, shortly after Nene got herself together, she shocked all of us when she threw all of the Atlanta housewives under the bus.
I was surprised because the first set of flowers I got was a bouquet from like all the housewives. All of y'all work. You don't need to. Let's go in together and buy $200 worth of flowers. Right? You can spend your own $200.
Nene Leakes recently appeared on B103 Atlanta and got a few things off her chest. She expressed that Cynthia Bailey didn't show up until a week after Gregg passed away. Every housewife did reach out to her after his passing.
We got to talk about Cynthia's Real Housewives of Atlanta co-star Nene Leakes.
Nene also questioned why the housewives pitched in to send her a $200 bouquet of flowers instead of buying their own.
Like they went in together. I'm like, why do y'all need to go in together and buy these damn flowers?
Oh, man. You know what? I was a little surprised, a little disappointed. I don't know what else to say or do.
I'm like, hold up. No one owes you anything. I wouldn't have to spend $1. It has nothing to do with you.
Please leave me the alone.
Wait a minute.
This drama was all over the blogs, and everybody wanted to know what in the world was going on behind the scenes. It all started with this segment from Nene's V103 interview that the Neighborhood Talk picked up and posted from her Instagram Live, where Nene Leakes threw shots at the housewives.
During Gregg's passing, every housewife in the entire franchise, reached out.
It was this unexpected shot that she took at Cynthia Bailey that really got the girls riled up.
It's really hard to explain housewives. It's almost like a dysfunctional family. So I would say that we are okay.
I don't want to name drop. I would expect her.
Who?
I would expect her.
No. A lot of people expect that. No. She didn't even come to the repairs. She did come like a week later after everything was done. She came by my lounge.
After that, this clip had everybody in the peanut gallery chiming in about how they were offended.
I'm not liking that.
It's no secret that her and we're not cool, we're not friends, we're nothing, we're nothing. But out of respect for Gregg, I did send condolences, and I never made it public. I didn't put it out there or post something or tell the world and whatever. But I did feel triggered when I heard about this story. I'm like, hold up, no one owes you anything.
Oh, y'all be so angry. Relax, baby. Take a chill pill.
Y'all, I have never ever understood why people follow the moods of people they claim they do not like at this level. It's no secret that Claudia, Jordon, and Nene Leakes have not been seeing eye to eye for quite a while now. So when Claudia Jordon spoke about Gregg's passing on her YouTube show, I felt like it was just a little weird. When this story eventually landed on Claudia Jordon's desk, I feel like she should have just shut up and ate her food.
I was gonna say something else, but I'm gonna clamp my tongue. I'm not gonna say that.
But we all know that that is not how this works.
It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with your husband and paying respect to the man that we all got to know and love, who was so supportive and kind, even when you were beefing with his wife. And Nene, I can't tell you how to grieve because, again, I've never lost a husband. I've never lost a mate. I'm not married. I just have a boyfriend. Did you Google how much the flowers cost?
Now, I'm not saying that what Claudia Jordon is saying is wrong.
I hope you like prison food.
But it definitely feels wrong coming from Claudia, knowing their history.
The things that you said about other people, you're lucky that anyone even showed up for you, actually. And the fact that people rallied around you, I thought was a beautiful moment. So let's not ruin it. Let's just build on that moment and move forward. This is not it, sis. Calling people out about how they chose to support, you in the death of your husband it's not cool. It's hard to be sympathetic.
And no, I'm not just gonna sit here and let everybody gang up on Nene Leakes like this because, like I said, Claudia is really not the one to even be speaking on this, in my opinion. But I cannot deny that people were definitely feeling some type of way about what Nene shared in that live interview.
If all of y'all work, you don't need to just, let's go in together and buy $200 worth of flowers. You can spend your own $200.
Oh, that's no. In the sense that no. You know what I mean?
But most of all, everyone just wanted to know how Cynthia Bailey was feeling about this whole thing.
She called Cynthia out during her Instagram Live, saying you weren't there for her after her husband died.
I was honestly surprised, and I was really hurt because I was like, dang, I thought we had kind of, turned around on this thing. But I said, wait a minute, this woman just lost her husband. In terms of the flowers, we all came together because we thought I was gonna send flowers. Everybody was gonna send flowers. We don't have a problem sending flowers. That was not even the point, and really is almost embarrassing to even address the whole flower
The money
situation.
thing.
But since she put it out there, I'm going to address it.
Now, I cannot even lie. When the photos from Gregg's beautiful memorial rolled in, I was so happy to see that almost all of the housewives came together, but I was shook that both Kandi and Cynthia Bailey were the only ones who were not able to make Gregg service. But it does feel good knowing now that they were all thoughtful enough to come together and do something to honor Gregg.
Okay, we actually thought that it would be more impactful you know,
As a group.
To say, hey, we actually took time to come together and try to like figure out this whole flower situation. Because anybody can call 1-800-Flowers.
100%.
Flowers. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's so easy to get so caught up in the tea in the middle of all this drama, but I feel like people needed to slow down and have a little bit more empathy for Nene Leakes since she was clearly still going through so much grieving. And I remember feeling like all of this was just so strange to watch.
Please leave me the alone.
So I was so glad to hear Nene Leakes finally acknowledge the backlash with this video that she eventually shared on her Instagram stories.
Hi guys, it's Nene. No makeup. But listen, I just had to jump on here to just say a couple of things really, really fast to you guys. First, I love you guys. And thank you so much for loving me, okay? The next thing is, there are some people in the world who live in negativity consistently throughout their entire life. And then there's sometimes in life where you have people who are stalkers, who actually stalk your life. I want to say everyone that reached out to me during the time that Gregg was sick and during the time he was crossing over, I am so grateful. I am so grateful for everyone and everything. I'm so grateful.
It felt nice hearing her clarify that she has so much gratitude for everyone that showed her love in any way after the passing of her husband, because the photos and videos of Gregg's memorial melted our hearts while we were all out here grieving right alongside Nene Leakes. Everybody was showing Nene so much love, and it was just such a beautiful thing to see on social media. But at the same time, I do understand that people are still looking to hear something from Nene Leakes, and she further clarified that people have been and are going to continue to ask for updates because people really want to know how everything went down.
I'm very much a person that if you ask me something, I'm gonna tell you. Yes, I am learning that every question does not need to be answered. Everywhere I go, people ask me this stuff, okay? I get asked this stuff every single day. If Cynthia attended Gregg's repast, no, she didn't. I answered the question very honestly. I'm a very honest person. She did not attend. Did it bother me that she didn't attend? No. Seemed like it bothered other people because other people were always coming to me asking me about it. It didn't bother me. She showed up later at the lounge. Great. We had an amazing time. I think she said somewhere we had a great time. It was awkward for about 10 minutes and we had a great time. We had an amazing time. We laughed, we partied, we had a ball. It didn't really bother me, okay? It just didn't. Gregg's sickness was what it was. He understood what he was going through. He knew he was going to. We had these conversations a trillion times, okay?
Today we got married and I am the most happy man in the world to have a beautiful wife like Nene. I love her with all my heart and I really do mean it. And I look forward to making her happy the rest of her life. I love you, sweetie.
Nene Leakes went on The Real a few months after Gregg's passing, letting the co-hosts know that she still has a lot of love for Andy, and she really wished that she could have a conversation to try and make things right.
Andy and I were really close for a really, really long time, and I love Benny Boo, and I helped pay for his baby shower and all those things. I think that Andy and I need to have a sit down and talk, and then we're off to the races.
But I thought that it was really savage and pretty disgusting that Andy Cohen didn't really seem interested in that at all.
I am so excited for our next guest. He is busier than ever. He's a TV host, a radio host, an executive producer. Please welcome my good friend, Andy Cohen.
Okay.
Now, former Housewives of Atlanta star Nene Leakes was recently on our show. She said that she would be up for returning to the show if you two had a conversation.
Oh, boy.
What do you mean by that?
boy.
You see how I'm shaking? You don't want me to get mad, because I'll tie this bitch up!
What's your response, Nene?
You know, we're in the midst of shooting season 14 of the Atlanta Housewives, and it's great. And Marlo has her peach, and Sheree is back, and we have some new faces and some great faces, and Kenya Moore is on fire. And so I am really focused right now on season 14 of the Housewives of Atlanta, and not really looking beyond that.
What you say?
Those
are fighting words. Those are fighting words.
Nene, you okay?
Oh, I'm just lovely.
We'll be getting into that a little bit later on in the series. But yes, I know that real life situations like the passing of a spouse should not necessarily be milked for a storyline, but I think that it would have been really nice for the viewers to have a peek inside a very, very nice memorial service for Gregg put on by Bravo, where Andy, the housewives, and all of their Bravo celebrities could have paid their respects. And now that we know how much drama developed behind the scenes after this, you cannot tell me that Bravo did not drop the ball when they decided that this wasn't a big enough situation to forgive Nene and let her come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Thank God that he caught it when he did catch it, because he could not be here.
I gotta tell you, it's, you didn't watch that clip, you were turning away. It'll just,
Yeah, I know that clip.
yeah, you lived it.
I'll make amends for all the pride I set aside, for all the pain I left you to mend. What a selfish way to love you. Is it too late to make it up to you? I never gave you what you needed. Show you love soon. Since the day you left me, I've been broken.
Y'all, I said before that there is never really a good way to talk about a sad situation like this. Gregg is such a special man, and I am so glad and grateful that we got a chance to experience him on our TV screens. And like Nene said, I know that he would be so grateful for everything that everyone did to celebrate and honor his life.
I'm grateful for everything. Like, we had the conversation. They bought a bouquet of flowers. It didn't matter. My house was like a garden. Okay, I got flowers from everybody from around the world. Okay, you know I love you, and I thank you. Thank all of you. You, whatever you did it, and I appreciate it. Whether it was big or small, I really appreciate it. And I know Gregg truly appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you.
And I'm so happy to report that we reached our goal of raising $1,000 for the American Cancer Society, and we were able to make that donation here on YouTube in Gregg's honor together.
Let them know, Gregg.
Honk the horn, baby.
Toot, toot, toot. Gregg Leakes in the house.
Thanks again to all of my binge watchers who donated with me. I will literally never forget how we came together to do something so special, and I know that Gregg would be so proud of us.
The truth is, since we're speaking on the truth, I did receive flowers from the Real Housewives cast, and it lists their names: Kenya, Kandi, Cynthia, Marlo. I think that's what it said. And I later said, I had a conversation with Marlo about it when she came to me, and I said, I did get the flowers. I'm just, everybody had to chip in to get me a set of flowers. We were just kind of talking about it. It's just the truth. And I at that moment when she and I were having the conversation, I did feel away. And but later, Kandi sent me a huge bouquet of flowers. We text each other. I told her how much I thanked her. Marlo sent me money after that to buy things with for the repass. I'm grateful for everything. Like, we had the conversation. They bought a bouquet of flowers. It didn't matter. My house was like a garden. Okay, I got flowers from everybody from around the world. Okay, you know I love you and I thank you. Thank all of you. Whatever you did it, and I appreciate it. Whether it was big or small, I really appreciate it. And I know Gregg truly appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you.
In part 2, we're gonna be getting into some things. We'll talk about how Bravo completely fumbled the bag when they refused to try and make things right between Andy Cohen and Nene Leakes. Before we talk about how they almost completely ruined the entire franchise when they dropped the ball on one of the biggest storylines to ever rock the Atlanta Housewives, and how they honestly waited way too long to spin the block. Yeah, it's gonna be epic.
Sometimes life feels like a battle that you're bound to lose. You're tired of your struggle, this road seems way too steep. Your wound's still cutting deep. Don't stop, light it up, just shine like the morning sun. Don't stop, turn it up, just shine. Don't let them bring you down. Don't stop, light it up, just shine. This game has just begun.
Sandra L. Loyal says, loving last night's episode, but girl, I wanted you to get Phaedra. Okay, let's be clear.
What happened with Phaedra?
Well, apparently, Phaedra was a part of I guess the original conversation they had. She had said that that me and Shamia was supposedly getting it on together.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, and Porsha was also a part of that conversation, and Sheree.
Okay.
Now, what I had to explain to the people is, nobody ever told me this whole season while we were taping that Phaedra was a part of the conversation. I never knew that she said anything like that until I watched it on television. Same. Well, I get to see the episode maybe one day before you guys do. So, right when y'all found out, I basically found out too that she said it. But everything, the season had already been taped by then, so it was never a point where I could address it or, we could talk about it or anything. So I guess the only time that it will be addressed is at the reunion. And we haven't done that yet. So you'll have to, we both, me and y'all, and you, will have to wait to see how that conversation goes.
Hurry up, reunions and everything. It's gonna be too late.